Yeah, I didn't have a chance to fix it. I've been very busy. Let's see. But just so y'all know, I have everything set up. We're all good. It's not gonna be like these other streams that we've done where like the ones with Bringle where it just didn't work for a bit. I got it. I'm so good for these streams now. I have it open. It like has said that it's working. We are good. Theoretically. Everything should be perfectly fine. Based on, like, if everything, like, the way I have things set up, it should be working. If it doesn't, it's a freak accident, and I don't know what to tell you, because based on what I am seeing currently, it should be working perfectly fine. But who knows, maybe it'll just break for funsies. That's always a possibility. Let's make sure that's correct. Cool. Yo! But yeah, based on everything, I should just be able to load this up and then, hold on, I just gotta fix the dolphin. I mean, what dolphin? Dolphin? No. And so everything should be working. Theoretically, it should be fine. So, what we have, chat, below me, we've got all of the crystal stars right here. We got Boots and Hammer, and then all the partners are below the crystal stars, and then we also have the curses over here. Then everything under that is just like the random key items throughout the game that I can get. But the most important ones are at the top. Those are the ones that help me get to a bunch of new places as opposed to like unlocking one check. basically everything below the top 2 lines only unlocks one thing unless it like opens a door that gets you to some other places. But the things at the top are the most important. Can you put in coupon on there? I actually cannot. I do not know, like I can't change any of the things that are shown right here. It only shows key items. And so things like in coupon dried mushroom, none of that stuff is gonna show up. But yeah, the goal, I'm hoping to beat this in 1 stream. I think it's definitely possible, because if me and Bringle could beat it in 2 streams with 2 games, then I don't see why one person couldn't beat it in 1 stream with 1 game. So the goal is to see if we can beat it today in like 5 hours tops. I'm hoping to do it faster because that'd be really cool. But we'll see. We'll see. We didn't even have 2 minutes of setting up. It's great. It's right here and already. Hold on. I gotta move a thing. Hold on. All right. Perfect. So I don't think we have a 2 minutes thing. I should add a 2 minutes emote of some kind. I just don't know what I would do for that. But I am ready. And we should, I think we should, everything should be good. Yeah, 2 minutes is totally doable, for sure. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I don't think there's really much else to say. I kind of already said everything I need to, so it'll take a 2 minute setup. So I think we're just gonna get started. I guess I'll give myself a little countdown, and then we're just gonna get right into it. So 3, 2, 1, go. So obviously I want to start by going to the shop. There are generally a lot of things here, but nothing important right now. So that's always nice. The next thing I'm going to do is just come check the 3-star pieces in town. On the topic of my RNG, I did a test run and like I tested it out and then like made a new seed afterwards, just after I tested it. But during my test, I got both hammer upgrades as my first 2 checks. So I feel like that used up all of my luck, and we're just gonna see what happens at this point. So we got that simplifier, which isn't going to be very helpful in really any way, but we'll see. 10 coins, not great, not great. Let's see, nothing helpful was at the Rogueport Center shop. Also, I will not be using speed up during this, just because I feel like that takes away the integrity of doing this really fast. Let's see. So let's go back here. Just star piece, all right. And so there aren't many checks available to us right now. We do have a check through this door. If you just walk in here and walk out, you get Frankly to give you Power Smash. It's just a part of this randomizer. That's how it works. Which refund is not helpful. So at this point, I have gotten everything in above ground Rogueport that is available to me, which means that there must be something down below that will help us. Am I using the current one? No, I'm just using default just for fun. I'm not really trying to race this in a way. I'm just seeing how fast I can do like the base one. So we've got the star piece over here, and we are going to see what it is. Just a star piece. So that is the only thing in this area, which means the only things we have left are the, hold on, it's the Pretty Lucky. There's a star piece behind the big block. There's 2 blocks in here that we can get, and then there's also the black key. So there's 5 left that we can get currently. So one of these has to be really good, and it will give us some direction as to where we should go. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but we did just see that power smash came out of there. That will be very helpful in doing some battles if we ever have to do that. So that's always nice. I'm going to immediately equip that just because that is going to be very useful. Also, close call for fun, star piece. Okay, so the only things we have left are the 3 checks that are in this upcoming room. One of them has to be good. A whack-a-bump is not good. We have 2 checks left. Boat mode, that unlocks a decent bit. All right, so I'm just gonna, what was that up there? Shine Sprite, we do not need a Shine Sprite, but actually I will go get it anyway, just because. This unlocks a couple of checks outside of, or in the Rogueport dock area. But yeah, this is a very locked in seed currently. If you click L, R, and start also, it teleports you back to Central Rogueport. I almost forgot about that, but that is something that is part of this mod to just kind of speed things up, which lets us get back to Central Rogueport so we can get to the dock very quickly. So we have, I believe, 2 checks this direction currently, maybe 3, no, just 2. So there's 2 checks all the way over here. One of these has to be good. There is a dock in East Rogueport, but it requires you to have either paper mode or Yoshi to get to. That means this chest must have something helpful. We have super boots now. So does that actually help us? Hold on. Chat, I think my tracker says there's nothing else for us to do, so hold on a second. Let me make sure, but this is interesting. My tracker says I'm done. Oh yes, spin panels are available. Oh, it didn't update the boots. I see. Okay. Plane mode, that's sick. For some reason the tracker did not update the boots, so that's okay. Yes, I did get both items. It was spin jump and happy flower. For some reason my boots did not upgrade on the tracker, but that's okay. I can just remember to do that in the future. Gold bar ×3, very nice. That is going to be very useful to fund all of our shop trips later, so I'm just going to sell that immediately. Hello, Green Toad. I'm also going to go ahead and buy this Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are not a necessity for us, but it will be very useful for us to have an upgraded partner if that comes around. So we have the, actually I need to talk to you. Also, holding B in this mod, or in this randomizer, allows you to speed through dialogue, which is very useful. Ultra Rank Goombella is very good. At this point, I could theoretically get to... Actually, yes, hold on. So at this point, let's grab... Get off there, Goombella. Let's grab this. And then we actually have a lot of checks that have been open to us. I'm going to very quickly just make sure that... Actually, no, I'm not going to do this. I was going to say I'm going to make sure that there isn't a check at the... There's a check in the black chest, or the plain chest room that I can get, but it would just be slower to do that when I have a bunch of checks available to me currently. Because with plane mode, I can now go to chapter 1 and get a ton of checks here. This also unlocks everything over here. There's one Shine Sprite over here that's open to us. Probably is not very good, but might as well get it. It only takes about an extra 20 seconds. And I will probably have to get it anyway. Okay, star piece, just have the peace of mind now. I did see that he did a stream, yes. The boat transformation is incredible. So, I only have 2 Shine Sprites, so I can't even upgrade Goombella if I wanted to. So we're just gonna head to chapter 1. Hopefully that that black chest check is not useful. If it is, that would be sad. But I'm just assuming that it is not going to be useful because there's kind of a thing with the logic of these randomizers that you can kind of guess what the game is wanting you to do. And based on the fact that it gave me super boots, or based on the fact that it gave me plane, it is almost certain that it's wanting me to check the air, like the Petal Meadows area. So because of that, I am just assuming to go that way. And also in like with that, there's also a couple other things. There was one other check that I could have gotten in the underground area that I'd forgotten about. Also, I also have access to a spin panel in the 1,000-year door room. So there's technically 2 checks that I could get to currently in underground Rogueport, but there's not really a reason to. So the new randomizer, for those who don't know, in the past we've had the randomizer that is, you know, just you walk into a door and everything about it is random. You're right, I don't know why he was using Power Smash. I forgot I had Spin Jump. But the whole thing about the old randomizer was you like walk in a door and it just takes you somewhere random. All the items are just random. It's not like there's only one of each item. It's like every time you enter a room, there will just be random items there. And like just there's a lot of randomness of like doors and stuff, which is cool. But that is not what this randomizer is about. This randomizer randomizes based on a logic system, such like, you know, the Ocarina of Time randomizer, Majora's Mask, all these different things that would not be in the game otherwise. Hold on. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. I think I might have missed a coin somewhere, but that's fine. So I much prefer this one to the old one. The old one has its fun stuff with it. You know, it's a silly thing to play. The issue with it is just there's no like consistency with it. I much prefer to be able to strategize a lot and be able to like really think about what I'm doing, as opposed to the extreme randomizer, which randomized all the doors and made it just kind of annoying to try to do anything specific with it, because you were just guaranteed to like you were never guaranteed anything. Example, a taken away item that wasn't used in the original may show up randomly. I do not believe this mod has any... Oh, you're saying yes. So in the extreme randomizer, there would be things like that. This does not have anything like that. This is only things that you could find in the base game. Oh, I didn't even see. The Fright Mask was blocking him. Yeah, why not? We'll just fight this. No reason for me not to. Just a little bit of XP never hurt anyone. All right, and this lets me just bonk you. Why not? I thought you were an Oshawott. You're so real for that. But yeah, so this randomizer is it's a logic-based randomizer as opposed to just literally fully randomizing everything in the game. So what that means is that you can kind of see where the game wants you to go based on, like, you can kind of figure out things, and the game opens up based on what items you have. Most randomizers are like that. The original 1,000-year door randomizer was not. So it's a very cool change, or it's a very cool thing that we finally have a randomizer that is like in that vein. Slight time loss because my GameCube isn't quite as good as it could have been. Yeah, I'm glad that the game finally kind of came out of its shell and opened up a little bit. Bobbery's crazy though. Okay. I don't believe there are any other things in here. Yes, but Bobbery is a huge find. Bobbery doesn't necessarily unlock a ton. It does unlock actually, no, it unlocks basically all of Rogueport except the tiny amount, or like the tiny bits of it in East Rogueport that you need Yoshi or Paper Mode to get to. But that is a huge find. I don't need it, but this one's for chat. I won't use it yet just because it's better for me not to, but that one's for chat. There you go. Let's grab the star piece right here. Bobbery, stop. There you go. Power Rush is going to be very useful at some point. Getting a few of those is going to be very helpful. That is a very interesting find back there. I need to remember that once I get Paper Mode, Old Letter's back here, because Old Letter unlocks all of Chapter 5. Actually, Old Letter plus the ability to roll unlocks all of Chapter 5. So, we have to have both of those, but we have half of it. We will have half of it. Will we get Power Rush in the shop? If we get Power Rush in the shop, that'd be pretty cool. Yes, Tube Curse does require Paper Curse. Currently, it is set up in a way where you can get Tube Curse before you have Paper Curse. It's just unusable until you have Paper Curse. There is talk of possibly, and like, I don't know if this is confirmed or anything. I don't know if James had seen or said anything about it, but there was talk of possibly making it where the Tube and Paper Mode curses are like how the Hammer and Boots are, where it's progressive, as in if I get a boot upgrade, it's always going to be Super Boots, and it's not ever going to be Ultra Boots immediately. And so there's talk of possibly having that with the there's talks of having that with like Paper Mode and Roll Mode or Tube Mode, just because there's no way for you to really use Tube Mode otherwise. Yes, to unlock all of Chapter 5, you need that, but to get to Chapter 5 at all, you just need some of that stuff. Let's just get around that guy. I will eventually learn where all of these things are, so I don't have to check every tree, but good thing I checked because I would have forgotten that one. Is there anything in this tree? Oh my gosh, buddy, stop. He jumped on top of it. That's not fair. What do you mean by that? That's upsetting. All right, hold on. Or Ultra Hammer. Yes, Ultra Hammer does work for the blue pipe. There are some weird things about using the Ultra Hammer, like going specifically in the blue pipe as opposed to taking the original way through. A lot of checks have to have you, like a lot of things in that area require you to do stuff. Also, Flurry, incredible. Flurry opens a decent chunk of things as well. Not a lot yet, but we will get a lot of stuff. This gets me a free good hit on this guy. So that's a free kill, and then I can have Bobbery kill the second one for another free kill. Yes, also Gale Force. Gale Force, very good. The audience does not throw, or the audience I think throws random items. The audience will never throw an item that is like required for the game. So a lot of things, like the Pit of 100 Trials has things that are randomized and stuff like that. But things like that will never have an item that you need to finish the game. They will never have key items or anything like that. They can only get like random consumables and stuff like that, you know. Super Bomb Bomb is also very good because that at least gets us one check in Chapter 4, which is always nice. Yes, there is sadly no load-bearing Luigi. But yes, Flurry, very good. I don't know if Flurry can actually deal with these guys, but we'll see. Honestly, it might just be better to just normal defend this. No point in doing this if I'm just gonna super guard. I have to hit. Bush right outside the fort. I thought I got all of them, but yes, you're right. I did miss one. I have a tracker that shows me all the things, but it does say I'm missing one there's a second coin outside the exterior that I missed. Man, okay. My super guards are rusty. It's been a bit. There we go. All right. Yeah, but let me go back and grab that. I don't know where that is. I'm assuming I just forgot to do one bush. Yeah. Yeah, there's the other one. Thank you for that. Wasn't useful. I mean, it will be useful, but was not game winning or anything. That will be a very helpful item later on. Also, in case you didn't notice, we just have Frankly right now. That's always a fun part of these kinds of things, is just having random followers. FP plus, pretty cool. Up arrow kind of goes crazy. So that gives us access to ultra rank, like things like ultra rank Goombella right now, which is insane, actually. So when I next go back to Rogueport, that is immediately happening. Goombella's final form is very quick. I am at 4 Shine Sprites, so I won't necessarily be able to get Goombella immediately, but I will, or get Goombella to Ultra Rank immediately, but I will be able to unlock Ultra Ranks. Also, Frankly's just here. Okay, I will check it out, Piplup fan. Is it the thing for you that that they were talking about? All right. Hooktail Castle, yes. Cook your pipe. Piplup fan, which thing is it in? Because I can check right now while I'm. Is it in Artsy Fartsy? Yo, honestly, that's so sick. You're so right. That's incredible. All right. So theoretically, it would be faster to just go through and do, like, go back and do a bunch of checks in Rogueport. But I'm kind of just committed at this point. If I was racing someone, I might just go back because things like this are not useful. Which also, actually, I don't need to do these fights because I don't unlock anything from actually fighting these guys. So it is faster to just check these checks, and then if there's nothing good there, just run back. Or just to leave. So with that in mind, I'm going to do that. Let's see. Anything useful here? Cake mix? No. Okay. So with that in mind, I can just check those off. Even though I didn't do them, I can just like say that I did them. And now we can go to back. Timing tutor is only a time loss, sadly. There were a couple things that I missed in Petal Meadows because Oh, you do need to do that. You're right, actually. You're so right about that. I had completely forgotten that. No, that is true. So it is actually good to do those checks. So I will have to go back and do that at some point. But I guess I'll just do that once I have Yoshi, most likely. Because that only makes me lose out on one check currently. And that one, like the Koops check should not be like a load-bearing check. Hopefully. Nothing can be done here, so I'm going to go underground and use Bobbery. With Bobbery, I am also going to... I will fight Gus whenever I need to. Like, whenever I have something that I can actually do over there, I will go fight Gus very quickly. But also, this is going to be more important because I would like to increase my BP by lowering my HP because I can do that. And I also have Power Rush. So this will give me an extra 2 damage on things, which will help me do these fights that I'll get into much quicker. Danger Mario moment. That also lets me do nothing else. All right. So now we have the entirety of the west side of Rogueport and the west side of Rogueport Underground open to us. Manger Dario. This opens up like 10 different checks for us. So we get this one, storage key. That is for the Glitz Pit, I believe. Glitzville, I believe. Let's check the shop. There's a wedding ring in here, which will be useful. And I'm also just going to grab the Shine Sprite. And I don't believe there's anything in this house. Or no, yes, this is the house I need to go to. Grab that. Thunder Rage. Useful. Let me go grab the Shrink Stomp check. 10 coins. Doesn't matter. And now, final check in this room, start piece. And I believe that is everything that I can get in there until I have a Ultra Jump. There's this Shine Sprite, and I believe that's the only thing I can get in here. I am going to go ahead and go up here. There is no reason, like I could go down and get a couple checks, but it would just be probably a time sink. There is a high possibility that the way that the randomizer is expecting me, like what did my, that was so weird. Did my camera freeze for y'all too? Or was that just on my end? Anyway, the thing might be pointing me in going towards the Spunya room underground because it gave me both the, Vivian goes crazy. It gave me both the check, or it gave me both Flurry and Boat, which are both needed to get there, which means it could be wanting me to go there, but I don't know. All right, Carter, see ya. So I also want to get this because this will be something that I can just kind of do whenever I need to. As I have the train ticket, I'm going to go that direction right now because that unlocks a few different checks very quickly. Such mainly that there is another shop and that I can do a couple of things just like by walking around. There's like 10 different checks. There's probably like 6 or 7 different. No, I'd say there's about 10 different checks in there that I could get. So I'm just gonna go and look at those. Another one that I can get really quick is talking to you. Lucky's Lottery is a single check for us. It could be anything. So we'll say what this is. 10 coins, not useful. What happens if you say you don't know where the couple are? They just show up anyway. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you for helping us. I can't believe you would do that for us. And you're standing there like, I didn't help you. I was gonna rat you out. In coupon, woo! Let's go. I will do Goombella Ultra Rank the next time I come back. There aren't any fights that I'm doing currently in this section, and so I'm going to end up teleporting back anyway, which will put me closer. You're right, I couldn't have gambled without those 10 coins, for sure. Except it's not doing that. Hey, little mango. So we immediately have a check-in here. Hello, hello, Frankly. He runs over, sees the paper. Got to go through this cutscene the first time, and then any other time I get on the train, I won't have to deal with this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is fully vanilla. You're right. Okay, I got 2 checks there. Very nice. That power plus could be useful. We also have stuff in here, possibly. It could be something behind the door. Nothing behind the door. So this shop is a bust. We don't need this at all. There are a few different things we can check. There is a shine sprite, or not shine sprite, a star piece in the first area. There is a star piece in the second area. Also, I'm running out of space, which is not great. Genuinely, in coupon is more useful than a super shroom because there are a couple checks that come from inns. And so like it might as well use that. I cannot get the shine sprite from Bub yet because I have to do everything else before I can do the autograph, I believe. I can't just give it to him until he's in the autograph section of the stuff. So I go through this really quick. And then I will not be able to fully get done with this section yet, I don't believe. Actually, no, I can get to the Bub section. I just have to get through all this. So we get the stew check. And we can continue through most of this section. We will get stopped up immediately as we go for the diary and stuff like that. Hello. There you go. Once we need the diary and the blanket, we will get stopped, but we can get pretty far before that. I do have some Danger Mario stuff in play, but I'm not like going to be trying to do that. Another thing about this, if your inventory is full, it will be like, hey, do you want this item? If you don't actually put the item in your inventory, it will bring the item back to where it originally was. So like if you want, that could actually be very useful because it makes it where, actually, no, I'm just gonna go back to the way. It could be very useful because it makes it where you can basically store the items where they originally were if you ever wanted to come back for it. But I generally just try to get rid of it or get something out of my inventory so that I could do this. Is there a good way to mod the remake? I don't know. I've never tried. I don't mod, so that is not a question for me. But we can immediately go here, go into the afternoon sequence of this, which puts us where we can get the, so we can get the stuff. So we go over here. We talk to you. Or sorry, we have to talk to the parents first. Once we talk to the parents, we can do this. All. Sure, I'm a pro. Right, so now I have to then talk to the conductor. Yeah, I don't have a cool switch. I might have a cool switch after the Switch 2 comes out, that's for sure. Flavio Glitch in the remake would be great. So we have a few different things we can do here. We get 2 checks at this point now, and then after that, I believe we will be fully done with checks in here until we get new stuff. Because at this point, all we have left is the autograph and the shine sprite from Bub. Am I lagging? It might be me lagging. I've seen a lag at one point, so it definitely could be on my end. I would not be surprised. I don't know why my computer's been lagging today. I think that's just been a thing that's happening. But also, it might be a YouTube thing. Like if y'all are buffering, that is a YouTube thing, most likely. Star key. Okay, so that is going to be useful for whenever we're actually in Chapter 8. That is the Chapter 8 thing that we need to get through Riddle Tower. Can I not get the Ragged Diary check? I cannot get the Ragged Diary check because I do not have paper mode. I can at least talk to him if I wanted to, but it will be faster for me to do that the next time I come through because, like if I'm trying to speedrun this, it is faster for me to just spawn in the room that I need to do the Vivian stuff in, as opposed to just kind of existing. Grotto key is pretty cool. So now at this point, I do this. I might have just broken the game slightly. It's probably going to be confused when I get back on what section of the game I should be in, which is unfortunate. So at this point, what do I do at this point? At this point, I will say that I will probably go for that Spania room. Or the Spania room, which will require me to do some silly things. I can get to the... or I can do the blimp ticket stuff if I want to, but there's not really a purpose to it. Is the Dazzle stuff randomized? No. So things with badges are not currently randomized. So like the badge shop and Dazzle are not randomized. Hello, Alex. I'll be fine. I don't need to heal. I'm at full HP. What are you talking about? So let me bring out Fleur really quick. Badges can appear in item shops, yes. There can be a bunch of things in item shops. There can be nothing fun, like nothing different in the badge shops. Shooting star, very cool. That is a great item. Let's just get rid of a fire flower for that. Let me get rid of my other fire flower for this one. Stop following me, fire flower. Yes. It won't come up very often to do that, but it is something to do. You will have plenty of badges from just doing checks. And so there's not much of a point to selling them, to like buying something and then selling it, because there aren't, like, as long as you're not buying things that aren't necessary, you'll have as much money as I need, especially since I got a gold bar ×3. So let's just check this room. We are going to have to come back here, sadly, which is not ideal. We can only get 2 of the checks here. Thankfully, we know that last stand is not useful, but this like higher up one could be something. That blimp ticket goes crazy though. That gives us access to chapter 3, and chapter 3 has so much stuff. Since you're doing a speedrun, we'll use hints. Hints is kind of like cheating in a race. So this is like a race against myself. And in race rules, you're not allowed to do stuff like use hints and such. I don't think there ever will be a sticker star randomizer, not because it wouldn't be possible, but because no one is interested in making one. But yeah, this unlocks another shop and basically all of chapter 5, which is incredible. This is obviously the game is obviously wanting me to go this direction. Let's get rid of Power Punch. Do not need it. It looks like Blimp Ticket wasn't highlighted on the tracker. You are correct. Or is Blimp Ticket not even on the tracker? Oh, no, it is. Oh, I forgot to add that row. Hold on, chat. I have something to fix. But we're in a cutscene, so it's fine. Let me copy that. Let's just... I also don't have Strange Sack on here just because it's not very useful, but I will add these guys. Let's just shrink these down even more. Perfect. Okay, there we go. That should be good enough. Why do I need the ink coupon? I don't, but it's just funny. Chat likes ink coupons, and I will have to sleep at some inns at some point, so I might as well hold on to it. I don't need that many items, especially with Danger Mario stuff. Guys, that cutscene took like 2 minutes. But yeah, so we have like 10 checks just in this room. We get a lot of stuff immediately as we come in here. This is very obviously where we want stuff, like where the game wants me to be currently. Can we have the Flavio follower later? It could happen. There are a lot of things in this where you kind of just get a follower without ever really trying. And you just kind of deal with it, you know? I will say at this point, actually, no. I get rid of the dried shroom. Now the game thinks I need to get this email, which is always fun. I do believe I have access to that room now. Nothing interesting in here. I could always come back for some shine sprites, but I doubt I will need those. This is Coops. No, that's a courage shell. I was hopeful. Red key goes crazy. Okay, so we can also get the checks up here. Will you stay purple if you leave chapter 4? You do not stay purple if you leave chapter 4. If you teleport out of chapter 4, you just go back to being Mario, and then you become purple again once you go back in. Puny Orb goes crazy. Okay, if we get paper mode, I think that's all of chapter... That is all of chapter 2 that is accessible to us, except for anything requiring Coops. So if we get Coops, we are in at this point. Is there a panel in here? I think there's a panel right here. Yes. Having Flurry out is very useful because she cannot be on top of the panels, unlike some other partners. Gradual Syrup, not useful. Was that an item in the bushes? Yes, I forgot about that. What was the item? I will come back out at some point for that, but was it like, was it shell earrings? Okay, hold on. Let me go do that, because shell earrings is a check, and I will need that. Flurry, just clip through that. Thank you for that catch, chat. All right. So, sadly, there is some checks that we can get in Glitzville. A lot of them are behind other things. It will be upsetting for me if that Coops check is if it's a load bearing Coops, because I will have to run all the way back to Petalburg and the Schwank Fortress to get that Coops check, and that is not the best. I completely forgotten that that check required you to beat the gold fuzzy, and so because I don't have that, I might be wasting another like extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes of my time. I mean, sorry, 2 minutes of my time. Also, there's a trick coming up that I did not know about that I will be implementing in a second. Is completely like a completely normal thing that is in logic. So if you're ever doing this randomizer, make sure you do this. Because it could make for some silly things without you realizing. Let me go over here. I'm going to skip him for now because I want to go get this other thing first, just so I don't have to sit through the cutscene as long. Close call P, sure. Okay. So, when you're going to Grotus, you actually do not want to immediately accept the offer from him. You want to actually fully decline. And like, he'll be like, you ready? You ready to do this? And then you go, no, Mr. Grubba, I hate fighting. I don't want to do this at all. Nope, not particularly. And then you just kind of click B every time that something comes up. Or not. Or wait, no, it's later. Yes. But he will ask, are you ready to be a fighter? And you go, no, I'm not ready to be a fighter. Because that would be silly. Nope, I'm not ready. And now I get over here and I can get a sleepy sheep. Oh my gosh. Dude, that was so worth it. Anyway, yeah, sign me up. And let me make sure. All right. I thought it wasn't in logic. It might not be in logic, but it also could be something useful. Theoretically. It is in logic, but maybe not necessarily the correct logic. I can understand why it wouldn't be in logic, though. So at this point, we have a decent little bit of things we could do. I apparently missed a star piece. Oh, I actually have 2 checks in the square that I need to get. I will do those after this fight. Because this fight is just... I have to do it to get out. And I will have to do this fight eventually, most likely. Actually, I will have to do it eventually because I have to get through all of Chapter 3. So we'll have to see how that goes. But... take me there, Mr. Sir. But there are still there are actually 3 things in the square still that I just completely forgot to get. Frankly, just sprinted off stage. I think he was scared of these Goombas. Y'all see that? Do you think he was part of this team and then he just like had to run away? Is he following me? Yo, Frankly's joining us for the fight. Chapter 3 is a very you love it, you hate it chapter. I definitely enjoy it. But it's like I enjoy it for its concept. It does make me sad every time I play it again because it just takes a long time. If I'm speeding up through it, it's not as bad. But just it existing is a little frustrating, I will say. One Piece is apparently a very good show that starts out very slow, but picks up after about 200 episodes, is what I've heard. There are good things within those first 200 episodes. It's just a very slow burn that explodes later on. So we get through all of this stuff. There you go. Oh yeah, it's a great show. There's so much good stuff in One Piece. It just has really bad pacing early on. And that mostly comes from it being an episodic anime that started out on like channels. The hard thing about One Piece is that a lot of the episodes, like there isn't really filler you can skip. Because a lot of the episodes, it's not that there's filler, like there's very few filler episodes in One Piece. It's a lot of just like slow pacing of like, yes, this section that there's like maybe 3 minutes of important stuff. It took like 20 minutes to get through. And it's not the best, but apparently it's really good overall. So good anime to watch. Rerun, highly recommend. Great anime. Charge, not bad. I can also get the super hammer check from this guy, and then honestly, I might leave. Moonstone. Okay, so that means that there's probably a check that's going to allow me to get to Hooktail's castle at some point soon. There's nothing else in the square. I can get nothing else at this point because I have the storage. I have the storage key I have the second storage key for Glitzville, so I don't actually have the ability to get in yet. And I don't want to go all the way through the pit, so I'm just hoping that I don't have to. With that in mind, I am going to go actually upgrade Bobbery instead of Goombella, because Bobbery is going to be my best AoE. Actually, no. I'll go ahead and upgrade Goombella. Because that will be useful. I could actually upgrade Vivian now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Vivian gets the upgrade. And I also forgot to talk to this guy to give him the up arrow. We'll see. Frieren, good anime. Best anime even. It's rated the highest of any anime on my anime list, so y'all should watch it. Gotta give you the up arrow, then give me tier 2 partners. Vivian writes. Okay, so there's the Ultra Stone for us, and that will allow us to get our tier 2 partners. This is a little slow, but we'll see. So actually, Piplup, I was thinking about it today. I'm probably, like, I will upload by the end of the year, obviously. But I'm gonna try to have, like, 2 videos done by the next time I upload so that I can upload more consistently as opposed to, like, making one, then burning out or something like that for a little bit and not having another one to post for a bit. So I'm gonna try to work on at least 2 and have them done by the next time I upload something. So there is nothing else here. There are a couple checks down in Rogueport Sewers that I could get. I do have to go through here. Let me just try this. That was actually really close to me getting the glitch. Let's grab you. So there are 3 checks available to me this direction. So we'll see. Your watch time will increase by 2%. Well, thank you. Thank you. I could get the spike room check if I had the spike shield check if I had paper mode, but I do not have paper mode, so I cannot currently. Also, if I had paper mode, I could basically do all of chapter 2, which would be very cool. Pokemon is also a great anime. Whack-a-bump. Cool. I think my girlfriend watched that. I don't remember, though. Coin. Okay. And I believe this will be our last check down here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there is also if we go in from the other side, but that will take a while, and I don't know if I want to do that, but it might be necessary, which is unfortunate. Dizzy dial unneeded. All right. Back up. And then I will go ahead and come down here so that I can get the check with Franny and or Francesca and Frankie. Because I will want to go back to West Rogueport at some point, so I might as well get them to show up whenever I do end up going back there, because I do have to go this direction anyway. Now, sadly, a lot of the stuff is not going to be great, but we'll figure it out. Based on how it's looking, I might... So I have a check on the XS Express again, that I can do. I also have a couple, so there are also things on my section that can be, there are things on my tracker that can be blue, which means that you can use a glitch to get to them. I'm not gonna do that because honestly, I don't know all of them, and they're not part of the logic. If there's a trick that is part of the logic, I will use that. And there are a couple of those that can come up, but I will not be doing those right now. Astro style indeed. Ow. Can you not kill us? Honestly, the thing is it might be faster to just like pay off Gus, because like I mean, it is objectively just faster to not kill Gus. So we'll see. Okay, is this anything? No. Cool. So that is underground done, and let me go to West Rogueport, get that check, and then I might have to actually end up doing the I might have to do the Glitz Pit. I will go check for some other things first, but there is always a chance that the Glitz Pit is required. No, I did not mean to talk to you. My apologies. Underground? Undertale reference? That was an Undertale reference. You're right. All right. We cannot vote to kill Gus. Gus is just here. You can't get rid of him. All right, so this is just a second for us to chill because I just hold down the B button during this cutscene. Let me make sure. Was there anything else that I needed to do? I don't think so. All right. So, hello, Zebby. Chat, was that important? I wasn't paying attention. 10 coins? No. Oh, wait, I have to talk to him again. Hold on, guys, I forgot. I didn't even get the check. Hello, Don Pianta. Is this important? No. Cool. I did for gore. All right. So at this point, we do have to go back to... The Don Pianta music is still here. Does it go away whenever I go in here? Hold on, chat. I'm gonna fix this, or at least hopefully. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. Let's open this up. Hold on, chat. We're gonna fix this. Hold on. We are not pausing the timer. All right, it's gonna look a little bad as the texture pack is trying to figure out what's going on, but everything should be good now. I will know if everything is good once I get a check, but I will not be able to get a check for a second, so we will see. Lost time to reset the run. True. How's my job going? It's going really good. I've actually been very much enjoying it. I get paid like well enough. And if I'm working 40 hours a week, I get like enough to live right now. So that's always fun. Let me go ahead and put this. But over the summer, I will only have one grad school class, and then I'll basically be doing my job and doing YouTube stuff. And so the hope is that over the summer, I can kind of pop off on the YouTube stuff. My job is a fast food place. I am not gonna like say which one, just because a lot of fast food places, and also this one specifically, they prefer if, like a lot of jobs in general, prefer if you're not saying that like where you work on like your personal life or like on your personal media, stuff like that, because it will, like, it could be a bad look on the company. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'll say no to everything you'll say. But it can be a bad look on the company if you were to like say something bad. But it is a fast food type place, and so yeah. I am saying that we will get it. There will be another Astronauter video this year. Y'all will get treated to like a second one at least. Dude, that guy wanted me. Holy. The goal is to just beat the game with the randomizer, but that requires all 7 crystal stars, so yeah. I might not beat it in one stream, we'll see, but I also can stay up pretty late. Parasocial Goomba. That was a para Goomba, you're right. All right, we'll see if the ROM works whenever I pick up something in here. That sucks. Oh, that sucks a lot. Vivian, just for fun. I don't even have Fire Jinx. Okay. Or I do, I just can't use it. It costs too much. I need to level up. That Goomba is my spirit animal. That Goomba was a stan for Astronauter for sure. All right, so this is a level up. I'm leveling at FP because I need at least 10 FP to use every type of move, and so it's pretty important to get that. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why that happens. I have something set that it doesn't show up on my stream if you type something that, like if you type out a no space phrase that is more than like 20 letters or 20 characters or something like that. I'm hoping it won't be 8 hours, but also like it could really be anything. Get peekaboo. I will try to remember to do that. I mean, honestly, like it's always like, I doubt it's gonna happen. But if you were to see me in public, like, I'm happy to say hello. I might be going to do something, but like, I'm happy to be like, hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, you know Astronauter? That's crazy. That's me. Like, if I had someone from YouTube who was like, oh my gosh, I know you from YouTube, I would be so happy. So like, if any of y'all see me, just say hi. Now, be extra sure that it's me. Don't like go up to a random person and be like, oh my gosh, are you Astronauter? And they go, who do you think I am? Hello? Yeah, you look different compared to how you look online. If someone says that they're Astronauter and they're not me, I mean, fair play at that point. Like, they're committing to the bit without even knowing what the bit is. I do want to make a profile picture at some point. I saw someone have a profile picture where it was like them with, I don't remember who it is. I saw it in like one of those, if y'all have seen these videos, one of those like Pokemon quiz, but all the answers are wrong. They were in one of those videos and they have like them with like a Psyduck on their shoulder. And I think that'd be fun to have something with like me and an Oshawott. Wow, just one shot Gold Fuzzy, let's go. Ever thought of getting a mullet? Kind of, but not really. That is in the back of my mind of something that I don't really want to do. I've thought about a wolf cut. I just need to like kind of figure that kind of stuff out. So I should put Sylveon on my shoulder? Hey, if you want to, Sylveon's a great Pokemon. Have you considered an afro? No. Next question. Astro. Ah. You in a spacesuit with a tiny nondescript black and white or white and blue otter? Yeah. That sounds right. It's funny, just for fun, I was seeing if I was messing around with a ChatGPT like image generator. And I gave a very detailed description of Oshawott, and it like started trying to make it. And like as it was about to like spit out the image, it went, ooh, we can't actually do that. That breaks copyright stuff. And I was like, what? What? Like it realized that my description was too close to something else because I was obviously describing Oshawott, but I never like said Oshawott. And so whenever it like started to output it, it was like, oh wait, I can't do that. I was like, draw me a otter that has a blue body, a white head, white arms and legs. They're like short and plump. They have a little shell on their chest. And they have little bubbles kind of looking things around their neck. And it was like, nope, can't do that. Dugtrio's pretty cool. Why does it think Okay, so I still have one check over here that I need to get. Try a turtle with blue hair. What turtle has blue hair? Dugtrio is a very good Pokemon, I will say. Oh, there's definitely ways around it. I've gotten around it. Like, I've gotten it to draw Oshawott. It just didn't in that one specific moment. Okay, that's everything I can do here. Or wait, no. Yes, it is. Okay. So that's everything I can do in Petalburg. So now I'm going to go check the XS Express again. And then I might be stuck doing some of Glitzville. Oh, that's so sad. It might be a Glitzville requirement. The hope is that it's not a Glitzville requirement, but we may have to. I'm really hoping that the game remembers that I was supposed to be in the night sequence, because I actually teleported back after getting into the night sequence. Or like right as I was like going towards it. So I just kind of forgotten to not do that, and that can break things. I'm hoping it's not broken. If it's nighttime, we're good. If it's not nighttime, I might have to mess with something. Also, we get this chapter start thing every time, I think. Yeah. Kubiku is toxic. But also she's worried about him, which is fair. She just doesn't have a good way to show her emotions. Okay, it is night. Good. This is exactly what we want. We can at least start this. Actually, no. I do have to go talk to him. I forgot. So I did do this out of order. Good to know for the future, though. I need to talk to the conductor before I teleport back if I don't have the blanket or the diary. I did not want to click B there. Yes. There are your shell earrings. Please give me something helpful so I don't have to go through the glitz pit. Yes! Chat, we're saved. Let me update that. All right, chat, we are able to get to chapter 2 now. I don't even care about anything else in here. Okay, that unlocks so much. Okay. So the difference between this one and the old randomizer, I had talked about it before, but I'll do it again really quick. Basic rundown. This randomizer has logic and does not randomize doors. That was load-bearing shell earrings. This one does not randomize doors. It randomizes items and does it in a way where the game is beatable, like by just going through the game. It slowly unlocks different areas of the game based on what you have. It's basically like an open world 1,000-year door if you it's like an open world 1,000-year door, and you unlock new areas as you just unlock the items needed. And yes, there is a button. If you do LR and start, that just teleports you back to Rogueport Central. So it just is very useful to get back whenever it's a kind of big time loss otherwise. Ah, dang it. Why are these rooms normal? What do you mean, why are all these rooms normal? Can y'all pause stream while I go get popcorn? No. I have a timer going. That would be silly of me to do. All right, grab this flower saver. Yeah, doors aren't randomized. All right, this is gonna be very silly. Y'all ready to see a silly thing happen? Look how big this guy is. He's huge. He's massive. Oh my gosh. All right, see you, buddy. You get funny things that happen in this version. It's true. He's not Punio at all. Palsky. Okay. Can Vivian fight herself? Yes. Yes, she can. So I actually have a lot of checks available to me. I can also get into the tree at this point because I have Flurry. I'm just checking some of the things over here first. Might as well get the Mystic Egg. I cannot get that, sadly. I cannot get that Shine Sprite right there. Are we gonna get an epic Gah moment? An epic The 3 moment? We are not yet going to get that because I don't have the necklace needed to do that. But we will do that at some point. Also, I didn't mean to not get that. Cookbook. And I believe that's everything I can get this direction. Yes. Right? Yes. Okay. I just need to go back and get that. The star piece I just missed there. All right. Now I can go back to this. Yes. The star. Not getting the star piece, reset it, but I can just get it on the way out. I then have 2 checks to grab out here in the previous room. The one with the Shadow Sirens in it. Shadow Sisters. Yeah. And then there's this, and then there's one all the way at the start. There's a honey syrup that we can get back here in the first tree of the room. Strange sack goes crazy. That is the one thing I don't have on my display right here, just because it's not very useful. Like, you don't really need to know that I have the strange sack. You'll just kind of see that I have the strange sack eventually. Get a Takatu moon. I am very excited. So if y'all don't know, Small Ant made a new like bingo tool. That's what he and a bunch of the Mario Odyssey and like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom bingo players use in like their videos. It is like a very interesting lockout tool. And you can create your own bingo boards. You can't put your own images into it. But I'm going to see about getting like some Thousand Year Door stuff on there, just because they like let you do suggestions in like the Discord thing that's there. But now we have access. Frankly, go open that door for us. Oh, never mind. It's Punio. Bye, Frankly. Frankly just evaporated. Not great. But yeah, the Great Tree has anything that doesn't require coops open to us. Except it is literally everything except there's one section that you need either coops or Yoshi, and I believe other than that, we can literally get everything. Tube mode before paper mode. We talked about that earlier. So we can't actually do anything with that because we don't have paper mode. So that actually doesn't unlock anything new for us because we don't have paper mode. What's the lockout tool called? I think it's just like lockout.gg. I could be wrong, but I believe it's lockout.gg. Let's see. Bingo bongo. Just in case, because I know these guys aren't hard, but because they both have something that's an annoying item, I'm just gonna do this. Just to kill them both. Well, I believe if you just look up lockout.gg on Google, like in the search bar, you'll get to it. I could have Gale Force, but it's fine. Yeah, there are very few things that aren't available to us, so we will do most of Chapter 2 right now, because that's what it's wanting from us. We will be able to skip around a little bit, because of what items we have, because we have everything we need from Chapter 2. So we can just go get all Punies right now if we want to. But first let me heal. How long do I think I've played Paper Mario in general? Probably about 2 minutes. If I had to give like a rough estimation. Relancer, probably at least 1,000 hours, probably maybe less, maybe like 500 or 600 hours, but A lot. I've played this game a lot. Return to popcorn and Pepsi. Nice. Nothing else in this room that I can get, so we just leave. Oh, oops, that was a mistake. Hold on. Oh, sorry, it's not lockout.gg, it's lockout.live. If you just search lockout.live in your search bar, you'll find it. All right, let me just grab these in order just because. And so there are some things, I don't know if they're fixed, but there are some things you need to do to make sure you don't break the game that have been in it in the past. One of them was if you do both cutscenes that are in this room at the same, like in the same sequence, it can break. So I'm just going to leave the room and come back. And for that, I'm just going to go kill that X-Naught over there because like that's what I need to do anyway. The 2-minute meme will never end. Honestly, yeah, I saw someone make take Small Ants 20 minutes and like just take out the 0 on that. I might just make a little 2 minutes emote because I already have a +2. I can just take the 2 from that and put it into an emote. It's perfect. You always will need 2 minutes to complete your tasks. You know, fun fact, if you forcefully make yourself take 2 minutes to do a task, your brain will really like being in that state of like already getting something done, and you will be more likely to finish that task. Or at least do more of it. Because your brain hates leaving things unfinished. So if you just start that task, you'll have a good time. Double pain minutes, baby. So this is now us. We are about to have all 101 punies, which will mean that we can basically do anything we need to. We don't have all of chapter 2 done, sadly, because we actually don't have paper mode, which I'm now realizing is going to be important. If we get paper mode, we will be good. Paper mode and coops are what we need to still have. And it doesn't matter that I lost some punies there because I'm just going to call them all back with the Elder anyway. Because I'm just also going to lose them all jumping off the cliff right there. Yeah, this is the only time you'll see 91 punies. All right. So everything we can do is either in the tree or there's like 2 checks that are in the glitz pit that we can do. Actually, it might only be 1 check that we can do now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, the only check that we can do is getting Yoshi in the stuff. Space food! Chat's popping off right now. So I don't believe you can actually get trapped in the cage in this game. If I am like in this mod, I don't think the cage actually ever comes down because the cage doesn't do anything for to give you an item. And so the cage just doesn't happen. So hello? Okay, there. Oh, I think Petunia and Big Puny disappeared for some reason. That was weird. I don't know why that. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't think paper mode is required then. But I do still either need Koops or Yoshi to get through this all the way. I get 3 checks in this room, which is great. Just kill him. Rose played this game for 1,000 hours and doesn't know the Puny's name. Hey, I never think about the big Puny's name. What is it again? I couldn't tell you. Oh yeah, Chad, I'm moving in. Oh yeah, Puniper. Chad, I'm moving into a new apartment in like a week. Actually, in like 4 days, I'm gonna, which tomorrow I need to go talk to the apartment people about it because I need to start paying for it. But I'm gonna be moving into a new apartment that I'm gonna be living on my own in a little bit. So that's gonna be fun. It'll be like basically right next to my girlfriend, and that's always nice to just have them close by, you know? Like, I'm gonna be very happy to have her very nearby. All right, let's grab you. But that also means, like, I'm basically gonna turn my living room into my office. And so my living room will be where I just start doing streams and stuff. I hope my punies didn't fall off, but if they did, that's okay. Actually, it's like kind of preferable if they were all to be able to fall off, but that's just not gonna happen. Load-bearing Puniper. Puniper doesn't give you a check, so I don't think there's ever a load-bearing Puniper. It is the live-ing room. You're right, actually. You're so right. Piplup fan, you're so real for that. Sadly, I can't check this at all until I actually, like, go all the way through here. We did pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, useless. There's nothing here, correct? Nope. Okay. Go through here. Let's grab all these punies that I left behind. Did another 2 fall off? I had 98 the last time I was up here. Interesting. Hello, sir. Don't attack me. Sir, what did I just say? Oh wait, I could just normal hit this guy. I'll just do that. Save time. Actually, it would have been faster for me to not hit this either. I should have just not attacked. We did also pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sir, this is a puny. Hey guys, hey guys. Hey. Did I lose the 2 again? Did the 2 just disappear again for some reason? Hello? Why are they just disappearing on me? Well, what am I supposed to do if they just vanish from existence? I guess I just have to do a bunch of things without them first. 2 minutes and 2 punies. You know, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Thinking about making is about separating work and life. So the reason I'm doing the living room situation is because my girlfriend will also have an apartment and she's living with one of our close friends. And so that's just gonna be easy for like, oh, Goops! Oh my gosh, guys, we can get all the way through the tree. Wait, we can literally beat the entire tree. But because she is doing because she has, she's gonna be in a 3-bedroom apartment with our friend, as opposed to me being in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself. And so because of that, if we're gonna invite people over or anything, we're just gonna do it at their apartment because it's a better apartment. So the work-life situation is just going to be a lot easier when it's easier to have my stuff in the living room as opposed to my bedroom, because then that'll make it really hard if it's me trying to sleep when I'm also thinking about work and stuff like that. But yeah, there is the kitchen is separated. It's in its own little room. off to the side. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby right there. Let's see. Man, I hate that all of them show up. Sun, moon, uni, star. But like, it's like the apartment is kind of like in this shape, and the kitchen is right here, the living room is down here, and there's like a little space right here that's like a little dining room area. So nothing too bad. All right, let's see what these super boots are. Are these some good super boots? Not bad super boots, I will say. Not bad. All right, guys, hold on. Get in line. I hate this room so much. There y'all go. Very helpful. Might as well get this. Where does the peony go? That's right, in the square hole. I don't think there's any items down here. I'll remember this for next time. I just always feel like I have to check in these kinds of things because I just genuinely do not know where like a random coin might be. Okay, nothing else here besides those 2 checks. Good to know for the future. Really, guys? Really? Come on, over here. Come on. Come on, y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Come on. All right, got the 99. Let's go. So now I can go fight the other group of them. Honestly, chapter 2 is very short if you already have everything at your disposal, which is very nice. Like, this is not going to take long at all. Are punies termites? I think they're supposed to be like rats in some way, if I remember correctly, but I don't know. No, they're punios. Hope that helps. You know, that's a good point. I never really thought about it that way. They are very similar to Pikmin. That is true. They are very termite-like also. Like, it really, like, I don't know what they are. Let's go BP, because I have an FP+, so no point in not. I didn't mean to fall. Wow, I've never seen coins, like, I don't think I've ever been down there when the coins fell. They bounced so high. Let's get you on, and let's get you on. Hammer! Chat, that's Ultra Hammer. Oh my gosh, chat, so much just opened up to us. Not like actually that much, but like so much just opened up to us. Jabbies are mosquitoes. But that actually opens up, like that opens up the work pipes to chapters 6 and 5. So not like incredible, but pretty good. Like we can get everything inside of whatchamacallit. Where is it? Poshley Heights. They do have wasp nests. That is true. So it is a weird situation. I don't know. They're definitely, they look like mosquitoes, but they act like wasps. So I don't know. Hard to say. I have embraced the hookstow. Fair enough. Good little guy. Does it perma stun them? I always forget. I think so. Yeah, that perma stuns them. Where is Puniper? I don't know where Puniper is, but Petuni popped off. That's for sure. I think it does perma-stun them until they get hit by another Puny. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like. So here's the annoying thing, is I have to go all the way back to the Elder. I did not get the Jabble baby, but I don't need it. Jim is a really good Puny. I'm blanking really bad. What's the X-Naught's name? Chat, help me on this. Actually, there's nothing I can do there. Hold on. I have to go back to the other room. I will come back here. Jonathan, that's the name. Anyway. Still waiting for the Astro Beatbox's 1,000 Year Doors OST video. Oh, so true. That video's gonna pop off so hard whenever that releases. Oh, hey guys, there y'all are. That's not the 2 that I need though. Sadly, I have to run all the way back because I am missing 2 Punies and I need all 101. Which sucks. Wait. Chat, there they were. They literally weren't there 2 seconds ago. Chat, we can do this. Let's go. I don't know where they were 2 seconds ago. What are X-Naughts under their uniform? So I've heard people talk about, like, mention it, but like, there's no way he should have been able to get there. They like theorized that X-Naughts are like a bunch of different things under there. Because like Peach was able to fit into that X-Naught suit, which means that like anything could fit into that X-Naught suit. All right, got you 2 back, and this should be all 101 once I get back over here. There's some that I left behind, I believe. Please say the other ones are in here. Guys, come on. Guys, why are y'all falling behind? Did I lose? No, there's 3 already down the hole. I hope. I do love that this game really liked to have really big numbers of Punies and like various other things. Like there's no real reason other than them wanting to show off like how good the system was. Yes, that's all 101. Let's go. Okay. I am missing a couple of things that I just didn't get. There's a star panel that I didn't get, or a star piece panel that I missed. But I can get that once I finish the chapter. Actually, I can get that once I come back. Elevator pedestal. You only have 3 HP, right? You might have 4, I forget. It's been a bit. Oh, you only do 2 damage also. Never mind. Okay. Yux does have 3. I do need to... I need to switch off of Flurry. Bum, 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 bum. All right. But there's not really a point to me, like, I could do other things to get more checks, but there's no point in me doing anything but this currently because I have to do this section anyway. So I might as well just get it over with because it's not like I'm not going to do this any faster. Okay. Let's switch to Vivian. Yeah, switch to... Holy. Let's get Coops in here. Long Vivian writes. I do love Long Vivian. I actually don't know what that would do if I did that, but I'm not gonna try. Because that sounds like it could break the game very easily. Okay, that's our third whack-a-bump, by the way. Oh, I do have to go to the fake pedestal room. Hold on. I do have to go to the fake pedestal room because there is a star piece in there. I completely forgot about that. Thankfully, these guys will stay up here, so I don't have to, like, get them back down at all. But I do need to run back this direction. Which is unfortunate. As I do, like, if I play this more often, I will slowly remember where all these things are, but it is hard to remember them whenever I'm not usually, like, paying attention to all this stuff. How did they follow me? You gotta be kidding me. They should have stayed up there. This is rigged. I'm upset. And I believe that's it. Yes, I'm upset. I'm so upset. Jabby should be a bingo box. Fair. You're so real for that. I'll try to remember to add that. Because I've been putting down things that I need for bingo spots. And I have a decent bit already, but having Jabble be one of them would be good. Jabble be one of them, yeah. Frankly, no, because you get Frankly very quickly. He just kind of shows up if you do anything in Rogueport at the start. Why is that giant mouth full of sharp teeth so close to my punies? Free square? I believe with that program, free squares aren't something that you really do. And I'm cool with that. It's just kind of something that the program doesn't do, I don't believe. Worth the time loss. I don't think all these punies actually followed me, but we'll see if they did. Yo, they did. Let's go. Okay. I think there's something in here, isn't there? Or is there not? Hold on. Let me just make sure. No. Okay. The one that gives you a mushroom also? Yes. The hard thing is I don't want to, like, has to be a weird middle ground of what kind of things I get on there, because with, like, I'm sorry, okay. So that just opened up a ton to us. Sorry. Ultra Boots already is crazy. Okay, let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything in the tree besides. Okay. That's insane. That is Ultra Boots for us. So we have full access to anything that requires boots or hammers, which is crazy, because that lets us do extra things in like Petal Meadows. That lets us do an extra thing in Poshley Heights. That lets us do some things. Chapter 7. There's so much we can do now because of that. That's great. I might have to go get me a Diet Dr. Pepper in a second. No, Crump, what? Come on. Astro Arson is something that we have. What about the bingo boxes? Oh yeah. So with the bingo boxes, there is, like, it's hard to do the, it's hard to do a free space, and then also I have to consider, in something as random as the randomizer, like, some of these things, like, some spaces could take quite literally, like, the entire randomizer to get to if we got unlucky. And so there's a lot of stuff that I have to consider, like, what do I, like, if I was like, hey, one of these things is get to chapter 7, and then I just, like, never get Yoshi or Ultra Ham, like, you don't get Yoshi or Ultra Boots until, like, the last thing, that would make it very unfortunate. And so it kind of has to be a lot of, like, general things as opposed to very specific things. And I have to figure that out. True. Chocola Cola kind of goes crazy. That's another check. At some point. Not yet. We can't do that yet, but some space could take as long as you've played right now, but even if something is instant, that's still not balanced. Yeah, so it's like a weird thing with randomizer races because, or randomizer bingo, because there's so many different random things that could happen. The main thing is that if you were to do, like, if we were to do randomizer bingo, we'd be running it on the same seed. And so it's not like either of us has an advantage from any of them taking, like, a short or long amount of time. It just is mainly for the time spent that it is a problem. Hold on, let me grab there's a panel in here. Yes. Let's see. Hey guys, funny when we talk about Bringle doing it because it was on stream and silly. Not funny about Lou. IMO. All right, whenever Crump starts transforming, I'm gonna go get a Diet Dr. Pepper. Because then there won't be a text box for like 20 seconds. Tragic news. We're out of Diet Dr. Pepper. And I'm not gonna get any more because I'm about to move, and so I don't want to have to move with the Diet Dr. Pepper. Yes, you did see a Waddle Dee in the corner. No message is English. I literally clicked that. Hello? Interesting. It is definitely hard to help with a game without playing, like without doing it yourself, but also I get that. All right, two turn, this guy. When are you and Bringle planning on the wedding stream? Great question. No idea. Hey, that was pretty good though. 1 hour and 48 minutes in, and we have this. Whatchamacalls it? We have a crystal star already, which is pretty good. That's better. Ba-da-ba-boom. Yeah, this is honestly a sick start. We should do it in Hampton for charity. Hold on, I got you. Let's see. The Brastro strip lives on, or strip ship lives on. The canon Bringle cinematic universe ships. Bum 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 bum. All right, and now I just kind of walk through this. I don't know. We'll have to see on that stuff. I don't know if we'll even have, you know, the wedding might not happen. Gasp. I have to say, I may have fallen for another woman, you know? Oh, that was the wrong button. Oops. I forgot what button was X on my official GameCube controller. During the dance goes crazy. I fell for Peach, what can I say? Specifically the Peach hologram right here. Dot 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 dot. We'll see. Also, we'll see if I do any more streams this week. I might. But I also have 3 assignments I have to finish by the end of the week, and 2 of them require me to like watch a bunch of stuff, and so we'll see how that goes. Also, I'm not skipping this because I don't know how it's going to work. We'll see. I'm moving towards the end of this week. I'll be able to move in on Thursday if all, or no. Yeah, on Thursday if all things are worked out. But I won't be able to work everything out until tomorrow because the office for the apartment is closed on weekends. I might stream that day. I don't know. I'll figure out a better like stream schedule over the summer. It's kind of just whatever right now, like whenever I feel like it at night, just kind of whenever I'm free, because I will be working a lot of mornings because that's when I'm like actually free and so they're scheduling me for a lot of mornings. So we'll see. It's a Saturday. Maybe then. Fruit snacks and root beer goes crazy. I'm so sad we don't have any more Diet Dr. Pepper, man. That was tragic to find out. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, bum. Waddle Dinkus could make a root beer float. That's true. So at this point, we have a ton of stuff that is currently open to us. Almost everything in the overworld is open to us. Because of, like, we have every partner except Yoshi. The only things we're missing for overworld stuff are Yoshi and paper mode. And if we get Yoshi paper mode, we can quite literally do everything in the overworld that doesn't require like one key or something to get to, which is very good. True, may the 4th be with you. That is today. Paper mode is in a blocker behind a bush. Okay, I'll think about that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm so excited for the Switch 2. You don't even know. Yo, Ice Smash, what? That's not very good. All right, so quick trip to Poshley Heights, and then we'll do some other stuff after that. I have not mixed, I don't think I've never mixed a soda with milk. That doesn't sound good. I don't doubt that it could be. It sounds gross in my head. The thought of carbonated milk has always been like a bleh to me. So we'll see. Like maybe I'll try that someday. Maple syrup. Let's buy you because this is also a check. What? Oh, I have too much stuff. Oops. Hold on. Sure, PAL block. Why not? Let's go grab the hotel. Yes, I would love to use the in coupon. Yes, I would like to use the in coupon. It's so cool. All right, so at this point, so after I finish everything here, I'm going to go to, I'm gonna go back through the blue pipe and then head to chapter 7. I gave a streamer all of my good luck earlier and he stopped streaming before I could take it back. No! That means I won't get your good luck. This sucks. No! All right, let's see what this is. Is it gonna be good? Let's see what the breakfast is. Give me that breakfast. Yo, star piece, what? Yeah, woo! There will sadly be one check that we cannot get in Poshley Heights until we have one more thing. So we will have to come back here anyway at some point, so it's not that bad, but it is unfortunate. We can't get the FP drain check. That would normally be that is normally in this house right here. I Can I get anything else? Hello? Wait, hold on. Oh, right, there's a star piece in the ground right here. Panel. Station key goes crazy. That lets us get into Riverside whenever we actually get there in the story. Whenever I drink coffee is unironically 50% sugar. I don't drink coffee, so I couldn't tell you like what that, like how that is. All right, so here we go through here. And actually I don't want to. Ow. I don't want to. I'm going to go back to the Spunya room because I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. It is most likely nothing, but it is probably best to check because I don't want to just miss that by like and not have it and be like, ah, man, that sucks. So I'm gonna go do that really quick just in case. It could be a load-bearing Shine Sprite in the Spunya room. Because I know the Defend Plus that's normally in there is a close call, I believe, or a Last Stand P, I think. But it could be a load-bearing Shine Sprite. My light almost fell. But yeah, this Shine Sprite could be load bearing. Yeah, it was a Last Stand P. Nice. I do have to fight all these guys, sadly, because this just isn't going to happen unless I fight them. Thankfully, I have the Ultra Hammer. This is like literally the best use case for the Ultra Hammer. It's really funny. You just literally kill this fight instantly with the Ultra Hammer. It's so great. I just don't really like the taste of coffee, and like it probably has to do with the fact that I just didn't drink good coffee, but I had it once and I was like, eh, and then I just never had it again. I make my coffee in a mocha pot and grind the beans in a hand grinder. That's great. I could never. I'm just so excited to be able to have a background that is like just whatever I want. The best part about moving is gonna be the fact that I'm not gonna have my bed in my background. I'm gonna be able to like decorate my living room however I want to for the stream. It's gonna be so nice. We're gonna take an IKEA trip and just get a ton of stuff for my living room at IKEA. Oh, that was wrong. Hold. Cigarettes. I also don't smoke. How did I not hit you? I'm upset. I'm upset. I am malding. I'm not actually malding. The streamer was a shiny hunter. Did he get a shiny? Like, did the streamer get a shiny? Because if they were a shiny hunter and they got a shiny, then you really did give all your luck to them. I doubt there was any left. Nice. Huge. Remember to eat the IKEA food? The thing is, I don't think I'll like it because I don't really like meatballs. And that's like the whole thing is people are like, dude, their Swedish meatballs are so good. And I'm just like, eh, I don't think I'd like them. But who knows, maybe. Okay, it was not a load bearing. Hold on, I have to take that. That was not a load bearing item. I will kill this Spunya because it's just gonna be good experience and it's easy to kill him. I don't know. It's been a while since, like, I've been to an IKEA a single time in the past, and so I'll have to see. There might be cool stuff for me to eat there. I've just never, like, I haven't been to one when I, like, cognitively remember going to one. Actually, I'm gonna do this. This is just faster for me to do. Still don't have paper mode, so there's still nothing I can even do in East Rogueport. Hey, Luigi. So that just means I kind of do this. Try salmon. Salmon is okay. But it's probably just because I haven't had like a good made salmon. Salmon is just like a fine taste for me. It's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, salmon's so good. I'm assuming it has to do with like what you put on it and stuff, but the stuff that was put on it was not very good when I had it. But the fish itself was not bad. All right, chat. Here's a fun strategy that we get to do. So normally you need Yoshi to get up to this shine sprite up here by going on the platform to the right. But after we get this item right here, which is just a shine sprite, by using the ultra jump to be up here, you can actually land right here and just walk up. And this is taken into account in the randomizer. That is part of the logic of the randomizer. It just assumes that you know that that's a possibility. I did not know that was something until I started playing through this, but very cool trick. Very cool to know. Please let me jump up there. Gosh, I shouldn't have speed ran that as much. Nintendo had to have known that. They might have. The thing is, you get ultra jump after you get Yoshi, so it never really comes up in a regular playthrough. And so, yeah, it's not a glitch necessarily. Like, it's not a glitch. That's the thing. It's just using the thing to its best advantage. Like, it's just, you normally wouldn't ever think to do that, but it's not like you're breaking the game. It's just a thing that you never really think about otherwise. It is most likely intended for that to happen. But yeah, we can get both a bunch of chapter 7 checks here and a bunch of chapter 4 checks here. There's something right here, right? Yep. We will not get to the moon yet right now, but we will get something here. Where is the... I always forget. There's something else in this room, I believe. Is it this? No. Hello? There isn't anything else in this room. Chat. Oh, wait, no, there is. That's where it was. Yeah. Okay. So, we have the shine sprite check right here. Jam and jelly, sure. We got this check. And I believe that's the only 2 checks in this room. Wow, I did not mean to hit that. That's okay. Actually, I'm low on FP. Gonna heal up my FP really quick. Nice. In coupon, I don't think I have a second one right now. I think I got rid of it. I don't believe there's anything else in this room. There's stuff in this room, though. There's nothing, like, right there. Oh my gosh, there were so many things that were going on. Yeah, I'll fire Jinx. And then I will POW block. Oh, that doesn't kill them all. Oops. Ow. Hold on. I have to lock in. Okay, that's fine. They all die right here, right? At least some of them die. Okay, perfect. Chat, we're popping off right now. All right, we level up. That's cool. I think I do just a BP again. Ow. Okay, that's good. I don't want to fight this. It's really hot in my room right now. That's why I wanted the Diet Dr. Pepper earlier, but I guess I just won't. Oh my gosh, where is it? Is it right here? Yeah, power bounce goes crazy. Hold on. My boss killing damage is crazy right now. Okay. I do have spike shield equipped. That's good to remember. I guess I just refund. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure my check's right here. There's still star piece out here that I need. Or wait, no. I think I'm good on all the items outside. Yes, the next star piece inside of town. I might need to turn down the AC. It is like genuinely getting really hot. And it's probably just because I'm streaming, but like... All right, it's right here, correct? No, it's the... Oh, no, it is right there. Chat, we have so many whack-a-bumps. I'm just a collector of whack-a-bumps at this point. I don't want to use any of them. I'm getting all the whack-a-bump checks. All right, is this gonna be a load-bearing space food? It is a load-bearing space food. It's not like a crazy load-bearing space food, but I do need that. So, pretty cool. Chat, one of your favorite items actually was useful. Good for y'all. Anything useful in here? No. Pog. Let's grab the Shine Sprite right here. Blanket. That's good. I still need the diary, but that's a solid find. Yoshi! Okay, chat, this is crazy. Okay. Is there anything else in town that I can get? Hold on. Okay, so much just opened up to us. This is insane. There is a star piece right here, right? Yes. Oh my gosh, Yoshi, move. Dude, it's Hook Stow. Anyway, let me... Hold on, I need to... Buddy, come on. Get Bobbery out here. Hold on. Go! I need to talk to this guy to unlock a check in Poshley Heights, which I can do the next time I go. Because I have to go once I get paper mode anyway. And once I get through the chapter 6 stuff anyway. Hello, sir. We're just gonna be here for a second. How y'all doing today? Doing good? I'm doing good. We're having a good time out here. Back with brownies. Can I have one? Brownies are great. Uh-huh. I don't know if I will beat this entire thing today, just because I might want to get off at some point before I actually get done with everything. Okay, we have all the checks here, but I might want to get off before I actually finish this, just because I do have work tomorrow morning, so I don't want to stay on forever tonight. But we shall see. So now I do actually have a reason to go this direction with Yoshi. So I will actually pay off Gus, just go buy him, because I believe I can get everything in one go, except for Bobbery. Oh wait, oops, sorry. Except for specifically Bobbery, I cannot get the check and stuff for that. But everything else I can get. Contact lens. Not a useful check anymore because they removed it from the game. Or they removed needing it once you hit West Rogueport, because it definitely did get annoying to have to do that. Did you bring enough for the whole class? If you're gonna be eating brownies, you better have brought enough for the whole class. All right, let's open you up. Cool. East Rogueport, useless. Nothing else in East Rogueport. Is there still a check in Central Rogueport for me? Oh, right. Okay. Anything good in here? No. Right, I can get something in the sewers again. Okay, I have a couple things I can get in the sewers. So let's go down there really quick. That's like at least 3 batches. That's true. That, because a batch is like 12, probably. If I had to send a guess, you know. Like if I had to give a guess of how many brownies were in a batch, I'd say 12. Yeah, it depends on how you slice it. It was 8. Ooh, you'd need like 4.5 batches then almost. All right, let's grab you. Useless, that's okay. Let's grab this one. And slowly make our way all the way over. All right. Other than this, we have a lot of little checks here and there that are open to us. We don't have anything like with chapter 2 where we're able to do the whole chapter currently. We do still have a couple checks in chapter 2 that we need to get, but I will get those once I get the necklace, because I need the necklace to fully get all the checks, and I can get those other checks whenever I need to. So once I have the necklace, I will be more inclined to go to chapter 2. I really want to make brownies now. Brownies are so good. But yeah, I can get this one shine sprite up here, and then I will most likely, I think I'll go to chapter 4 after this. The hope is that chapter 4 has paper mode, because then that unlocks most of every chapter. Like, I can do a lot of the chapters. I just can't do all of the chapters. Okay, not useful. While I'm here, let me just put that on. Good. All right, now you'll get to see their health. Is cooking vanilla? Yes, they have not added cooking to the randomizer yet. I will probably do a run of this every time there's like a big major update with the randomizer, because they plan to add a lot of different things to it. And I genuinely love the randomizer so far. And so I'm totally down to just play this a few different times. And also, this makes for easy videos. Single stream things or like 2 stream things are way easier to make videos out of than like big 7 or like 10 15 stream things. Yes, you often do need vanilla to bake. I think there's like 15-ish checks that are here for us right now, including the shop. So we'll see what we can get out of it. Yeah, I do still need to go back and do Dark Star stuff. I just need to find the time during the day that I can stream, because I'll probably do it on a weekend at some point if I'm free. But I don't want to stream Dark Star at night, because that's just when a lot of my... Hey, Vivian. That's when a lot of the people who are there, like, who have watched the Dark Star stuff have been watching, and I don't want to just, like, randomly stream Dark Star at a time that people aren't ready for. Hey, Hayden. How you doing? Finally decided to show up, huh? So we got you. We got the Super Bomb check with Vivian. Blame Joby. Fair. That's fair. Isn't Joby streaming right now? Chicken Joby. He was as a test. Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. Joby does not stream. Joby streamed to like figure things out. Joby might stream in the future. Whoa, ruin powder. That's crazy. Wow. So good. Yo! Guys, we could be Bringle. Wait. That's not Bringle. What? Isn't there another one here? Is it you? It is you. Okay. I thought Bringle was both of them. Is Bringle just W emblem? Okay, never mind then. I forgot. Yes, Bringle is just Wario. Streamed some of the mods earlier, whole round the TF2. Nice, nice. What are y'all doing now, by the way? I see mods are in a voice call, but I don't know what's happening right now. So best not to hear is what I'm hearing. Yo, whack-a-bump number 4? 5? Hold on, let me just highlight over this really quick. Oh, Gio's playing Sea of Thieves, of course. All right, so I now go back to the mayor. A ring thief of Steve's. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad, explain. I guess I'll never know. Okay, nothing else can be done in the town currently until I get the shop key. So that's nice. I don't know how to explain. Wait, Ace isn't modded? Hold on. There you go, Ace. I saw. I'm so excited for that card that I'm never gonna get because I'm never gonna be able to open one of those packs. It's genuinely so tragic that I'm probably never gonna be able to open that pack. Oh my gosh. I just want this check to be gone, but it does this. Yo, Hayden with the 7 months of the Astral Otter variety. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support, Hayden. There's something up here. No. Okay. You did what? Joby with the Joby with the $42.69. Joby, the problem isn't the money, right? The problem isn't the fact that, like, I want the packs, right? I want the packs so bad. The problem is the scalpers, right? Those guys suck, and I'm never gonna get one because they instantly buy everything out. But yeah, Joby, thank you for the $42.69. Nice. Thank you a lot for that. That is crazy. I could donate time if I would. I think you meant I would donate time if I could. Let's get you back to bed, Joby. Okay, so at this point, I still don't have paper mode, which is really unfortunate. This does mean I should go to Keelhaul Key at this point, because if nothing else, I have 8 easy checks there, plus some more. I have a few different checks that I can get in Keelhaul Key, but yeah. I couldn't donate in Canada. I had a fun money backlog and bongles and streaming. Let's go. I actually have a favorite Oshawott card. I stopped opening packs sometime after elementary school, but my favorite otter card is the sword. Which one is that? Hayden, thank you for the 5 gifted. Okay, that is a good card. I agree. That's a really good card. Yo, I know We Walk with Kings. I don't know if... Ow. I don't know if I know any of the others. I think Lucky's been here before that I've, like, noticed. I thought they would do the 1 check, like, PM64. No, it's 8 checks. All 8 of them. Is this room? Yes. Right? I'm not just stupid. It's this room, right? Yeah, it's this room. Yeah. Wait, this is the wrong pipe, though. Hold. Dodged again. Yeah, y'all are dodging. Y'all are rolling y'all's nat 20s on your dexterity checks right now. You're never gonna let that membership hit y'all. I got a member once. Come on, no! Thank y'all for the memberships though. And the donations. Genuinely means a lot. It lets me do this more often than I would be able to otherwise. Pretty lucky, pretty cool. I got a member once. It was glorious. Ever play D&D? Yes. I used to play D&D pretty regularly. Then the group that I played with kind of just, like, we all went to college and, like, tried to play pretty consistently, but it just kind of ended up not being possible. That key is specifically for the paper mode chest, by the way. So once I get into chapter 1, I will be able to get that. You don't have the money for memberships? That's fine. I have it set up where you can still use emotes and stuff for funsies. The main thing you don't get is you don't get access to early videos, but you know, that doesn't really mean anything since I kind of just haven't posted much anyway. I'm going to. We'll see, but what video? But once I start posting more, it'll be cool that you'll have early access to videos. New randomizer, yeah. Waiting on a certain person to show up. Guys, who are we waiting for? Ah, for Mario Party, yes. Hey, to be fair, Astro video watchers aren't in the worst drought currently. I posted a video like a month and a half ago. It just didn't pop off at all. And so I think a bunch of people didn't see it because YouTube forgot that I existed. There will be another video, I swear. Yo, John Geen with this just subbing. Hayden, I will be so down for Mario Party after I move, genuinely. I will gladly pop off on Mario Party. I'm not a pushover on Mario Party though. I don't know if you'll be kicking anything when we play Mario Party. The letter P! Guys, we got P! Let's go. I'm popping off. Before I would just be awing off, but now I'm popping off, so that's pretty good. We got Wacka's P. Let's see. What number was that? That was number 6. Okay, we got 2 more. Hey, Gio. I'm only gonna get Switch 2 if they remake Super Paper Mario or Galaxy 2. That is fair. Those are 2 things that I would love to see on the Switch 2. Astro Hlep. All right, last one. Okay, nothing. Cool. Let's see what all these other checks are, because I have a decent bit of checks that I can do. I have the star piece down here. Lucky day, cool. Or if they make a Galaxy 3, that's a good point, because that could genuinely happen. Galaxy 3 would go incredibly hard. Else my copy of Mario Party like some kind of dingus. Maybe like some kind of waddle dingus. I also take Mario Kart seriously. The thing is, I take any game that I play seriously. I don't like people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person's such a tryhard in like the casual section. Like back when I like really played League of Legends, if I was like playing with friends, people in like the game chat would be like, oh my gosh, such a tryhard. Like, can't believe you're trying so hard in like the casual mode. And it's like, I'm just playing the game normally. I'm sorry that I'm just like in my brain, I'm just like, I'm sorry that I'm that much better than you, that you think that me in the casual game just having a good time is like me tryharding. But I never understood that. Like, there's no reason to, like, I feel like if I'm not trying in a game, then why am I playing the game at that point, you know? Vivian moment. Like, I always put try my best unless I'm like actively trying to just goof around. But if I'm just playing a game, I'm not gonna like change how I play just because I'm in a different game mode. So I don't know. I always thought that was a weird thing. Like, I'm gonna play the game as good as I can play it because that's just the most fun. Power Plus is pretty cool. Let's grab Yoshi. You only ever played 2 mainline Mario games? I've played most of the mainline Mario games, at least a little bit, but like to varying amounts. That's a really good item. Grab you. First attack is really good. I will do this. I made you download the Bongo Cat game. I have that running right now on my screen. It's in the bottom left and it has controller support. So I'm getting inputs every time I click a button right here. I'm going to unequip close call and equip first attack. Okay. I have 20,000 clicks right now. It's pretty good. Odyssey is the best. It is definitely up there. Odyssey is easily a very strong contender. I can get to the moon now. Chat, I can shoot the moon. That's really good. I can't get all the way through the moon base at all, but you can go to the moon multiple times. Can I get the teleporter? I might be able to get to the teleporter room also, which would make it way easier. But apparently you can get shot to the moon multiple times now. That was a problem in the original version of this. It caused issues. People teleported back from the moon and then we're just sad. I do have both elevator keys. Yeah, I can get to the moon. And even get the teleporter to it. There's a lot of checks there. That's probably the next place I go. It's very likely that paper mode is there. That shooting star is so good. Palace key, cool. Galaxy, I think it's hard because it depends on what you're looking for in a game. I think Mario Odyssey has the best movement that some of the best movement the series has ever seen. Mario 64 has a lot of nostalgia with it and some very strong movement as well, but more focused in the speedrunning aspect of movement. And then Galaxy has a very good story and it's just a very well-made experience overall. I do think Mario 64 definitely is overhyped by a lot of people. Not to say it's a bad game, that's for sure. It is a very strong game. I actually wish they would release that 3D All-Stars and maybe make it more specialer for Switch 2. I could see them making something like that, but that was mainly for the anniversary, I believe, so I don't know. That was the 35th anniversary of Mario that they made that. I have that somewhere. I forget. This year's Mario's 40th? I didn't know that. The fact that it's been 5 years since 3D All-Stars came out is crazy. I think I opened that game once. All right, let's get this check, and I believe this is the last check that we can get in here. I think. Hold on. Oh, nope, there's paper mode! Yo! Okay, there are a couple things. Yo, Lily with the 5 gifted. Okay, that opened up so much now. Hold on. What can I get now? Thank you, Lily, for that. Waddle Dingus dodged it again, baby. There is a star piece right here. Yes, okay. Okay, that's the last thing I can get back there. There is a in coupon at the bridge. Since when? But thank you very much, Lily, for that. Guys, where's the in coupon? Am I stupid? Oh wait, never mind. I am stupid. It's here. Question mark? Guys, where is the in coupon? Am I stupid? Guys, I feel stupid. Left side of the bridge. That coin was hiding. I couldn't even see it, man. There was nothing there? What do you mean? Hey, Pringle. I'm upset. That was stupid. I looked so dumb and it was not even my fault. There just wasn't something there, man. Okay. I still have a star piece in the winding climb, and then that's the last thing. Where's the star piece that I missed in here? Is this default settings? Yeah. I didn't do any of the fancy race settings. Where's the star piece that I missed? I swear I got it. Oh, it's right here. I definitely didn't get this. Yeah. Yeah, how was your drive back, Bringle? Oh, it's right there. Yeah. I plan to play this a lot more whenever the different modes come, or like the new settings and new random options come out. So with that, gosh, where do I go at this point? I have so much I can do. Let me get the other things in here. Oh, actually, first, I need to go to Petalburg because I need to get the old letter so that I can talk to Bobbery and set up the whole start of the stuff. Talk to Goose. I know he doesn't have a check, but he's cool. He is pretty cool. That's true. I need to go to Rogueport because I told myself I need to do this before I went to talk to Bobbery because the Mega Rush P, it was locked behind, or the old letter was in the Mega Rush P spot, which was locked behind having paper mode. And now that I have paper mode, I can go get that. But yeah, at this point, I have every overworld ability that I need to play through the game. I just need to get the various key items to get to places. All right, that's that. That now I can go talk to Bobbery. And once I do this unlocks a lot of stuff back in Keelhaul Key. Oh, oops, right. And this is the last time I need to go this way, so there's no real reason to kill Gus. Hello, sir. How you doing? Dude, I take a longer nap than I realize I need to so often. Oh, wait, actually, I have to go back through here one more time, but that's okay. Hey, man. Talk to Bobbery with Bobbery. That's a good point. I should do that. That'd be funny. It is just faster to pay him 3 times than to fight him once. And since I never need to go back that way again, there's just like not a reason to if I'm trying to speedrun this. The XP isn't worth it. Oh, hold on. Right. My fault. Gotta talk to you. Oh, Bringle, I don't know if you're still here, but I had a tragic realization earlier. I'm out of Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm not gonna buy any more until I move.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to have to move that. So sad. It's tragic. I like left during a cutscene because I was like, oh, I really want to Diet Dr. Pepper right now, and it was gone. I didn't have it. Like, I didn't have any. I was so sad. My 24 pack of Diet Dr. Pepper was just empty in the fridge. Did I get this one? I think I did. Yeah, okay. I did not Okay, that's a fun little fact. I didn't realize this. Apparently the panel flips. It looked like the panel flip verticality, like how high it goes, is based on how high you were when you hit it. Right now I'm only drinking Dr. K Zero. That's so fair. If they If they had like Diet Dr. Thunder, I'd probably drink that. Dr. Thunder is pretty good also. I've had my capture card since 2020. Should I buy another one? I think that's about how long I've had my capture card. It still works. It definitely has its like bugs and glitches every now and then, but it works fine. Yeah, Dr. Thunder. It's like Sam's Club Walmart brand. Dude, I don't even know what voltage is. What the heck is a voltage? Wow, that was so good. Oh, Mountain Dew voltage. Gotcha. That makes sense. Talk to this guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We got that thing. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Was that? Oh, it's the diary. Yo, sorry, I was looking at something else. When's our next?
Oh, yeah.
Why does my stream keep freezing like that? I genuinely don't know. All right. All right, and now we can go all the way back and do the good stuff. The sneezy's taking over my life right now. Sorry, we're having a moment in we're having a silly moment in a mod chat talking about how many holes a t-shirt has. A t-shirt with 2 holes in the front and 1 or 2 holes in the back, and there is craziness happening right now in the discussion of it. All right, so this will open up a couple checks, I think. Actually, this doesn't open up any more checks because I don't have the coconut. This just allows us to get people to here. So this is just kind of us hanging out right now. It's obviously 4. I think it is 4. It depends on how you look at it. Well, so here's the thing, is it could also be 3 if you're thinking of one of, like... Well, because if you look at the topology of it, then you'd have 3 things sticking up with 1 thing at the bottom, so it would then be 3. Because it'd be like the bottom hole like opens up, and then you have the 2 sleeves in the middle hole for the head. So it'd be 3 at that point. But it would theoretically be 4 or 3 or 2. Yeah, it is a very pointless debate. Like, does a straw have 1 or 2 holes? I think the answer could be both, if you really think about it. Hmm. One vertical and 1 horizontal, but then like if you're looking at a shirt, the sleeves like go up towards here. Like if I'm standing like this, the sleeve goes up into this hole, so it'd be like this hole is what holds all of them, you know? Okay, and at this point, there is nothing else for us to do here. Yeah, so at this point, I literally just do this and leave. Now we can do some stuff in Twilight Town. Pretty sure there's a Vsauce video on this topic. There's also there's a Vsauce video of like, it's how many holes are in a shirt. Or no, I think the video is how many holes we have or something. And he talks about like all the pores on our body and stuff. The humble tank top. Honestly, this is definitely going to be a 2-part stream. I just don't know how long the 2-part will be. The lights I have are hurting my eyes, so I won't stream for like too much longer, but we'll see. End at 3 hours, we'll see. I might end at like 3:30. I'm gonna see what I get soon. If I get some like crazy checks in Twilight Town, then it'll change. But that the coconut? That is the coconut. That just unlocked more of chapter 5. I still need the whatchamacallit, the skull gem. Once I have the skull gem, I built. Yo, that was the vital paper. That's another thing for chapter. That gets us all the way into chapter 6. Part of me wants to go to chapter 6 right now. That gets me I believe that gets me all the way through chapter 6. Yeah, I'm going back to the XS Express. A cup with a handle has 2 holes. Because the handle is a hole. If anything, it could have 3 if you really think about it. If you... No, it has 2 though. That's a good question. At least 1 million. Do I have to go through the chapter 1 thing again? Gosh. How much astronauter if an astro could how much could an astronaut or if an astronaut could astronauter? Why do they call it an oven when you oven the cold food? If out hot, eat the food. Why did I teleport right there? That was interesting. Yeah, so the only things I'm missing from here are the I'm missing the galley pot and I'm missing the gold ring. You don't actually need the briefcase, I don't believe. I also read holes. Silly book. Are you on team doors or wheels? Oh, that's a hard one. I never know if I'm on team doors or wheels. It's such a harder question to answer than the question of like, you know, a billion lions versus the Pokemon. It depends on what you classify as a door and what's classified as a wheel. You could like classify anything as a door and anything as a wheel. Like, is a wheel just something that rolls? Is an armadillo rolling down a hill a wheel? Huh? Who would win 100 men or one gorilla? That 100 men versus one gorilla could go either way. Are there more doors or wheels in Thousand Year Door? Definitely doors. There are very few wheels in this game, I have to say. It would be funny if it was wheels. I think literally the only wheels I can think of are like the ones on this train. I can't think of many more. Does it have to be man-made doors or wheels? Probably. But then at that point, it's like still a weird question because like a gear is like a wheel. Is a gear a wheel? Because there's a lot of gears and things. The wheel on Bobbery's back, true, and the wheel on both of the, like, all of the ships that are in the game. That's a good point. That's a good point. Here's your blanket, sir. Because it's like, so there's a lot of things that people bring up in the gears and doors debate, right? So you got gears for the wheels. You've got like gates. Like, is a gate a door? And if so, are like electrical gates in like wiring doors? Cause like that's a lot for sure. Like, is the on-off switch of something a door because it like puts down something and opens it back up? You know, like, is that a door? I don't know. I don't know. Are there more unique enemies or unique encounters? Definitely more unique encounters. There's more unique encounters just inside of the... Or are you talking about like in the overworld? Because like, if nothing else, there's definitely more unique, like almost more unique encounters just in the Pit of 100 Trials at that point. Yeah, emailed Paper Waluigi. Yeah, I'll probably get off semi soon. I think it's gonna be a good place to stop after I get through whatchamacallit. I think I'm gonna get all the way through the Riverside Station before I stop. I would get all the way through chapter 6, but that just gives y'all It gives y'all more time to have, more time for some, or like, a better smorg moment next time. Can't do much there because you don't have the second key. It says I can get everything, so yeah. I think it might be broken right now, but I can get most of the stuff here. If I remember correctly, I think there is something messed up with the tracker on Riverside, but that'll be good information to have for, I forget her name, but the person who makes the pop tracker. Zobi! Speaking of, that's so funny that I was just like, Zobi, have you been here, or was that just like perfect timing for you to show up? You fixed it recently. Maybe my pop tracker just isn't updated. You just showed up? That's... My camera has been doing funky stuff lately. I don't know what the problem is. I'm hoping I don't have an issue with my computer. I don't know why my game keeps freezing. Like, everything keeps freezing. But, yeah, it's really funny because I was just talking about pop tracker stuff and you were just, like, showed up. Perfect. Why does it say you're playing Mario Maker 2? I don't think it does. I should put that I am playing Thousand Year Door, though. That's a good point. I can do that while I just absolutely destroy Dupless. Oh no, I'll never catch him. Wow, that was really hard, guys. Bro's making his Mario 2. That's a good point. I am doing that. Okay, nothing good there. That's okay. Oh, Bringle, when I was testing this earlier, when I did a test run, for some reason our test runs are stupid with hammer upgrades. I got Ultra Hammer in my first 2 checks on my test run. I don't know what it is with our test seeds and giving us Ultra Hammer immediately, but like it's happened all the time. Like I went in the shop, got an Ultra Hammer, or got a Super Hammer, and then went and got the one in the Bandit room, also a Super Hammer. Is this more Archipelago? Yes, yes it is. ROWC yesterday where Ultra Boots are on Bonetail. That's why I don't include that's why I don't include whatchamacallit. I don't include the pit in the logic. It's too much. I would hate to have Bonetail as that. It's not worth it. It was funny the other day whenever Miss Mouse was my Bonetail. Yo, attack of XP. Let's go. This goes really well with my letter P. I wouldn't have been able to get this without the letter P. Sounds like an accidental challenge run. Something like that. P. I feel like I should make a P emote, but that would get abused way too easily. And I feel like that's actually a really bad idea. Oh, I can't jump up there? Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that. It's not too bad if you only have to beat 2 or 3 chapters because you only have to go halfway. That's fair. Tails room would be the only room that has an equal chance as the others. That's really funny. I can do chapter 1 now. I don't have all of the keys for it, but I can do most of it. Nice. This is a really good area. Bone Tail is honestly easier than Shadow Queen. No, that's so fair. You're so real for that. Uh-oh. Fair enough. Who knows? I might go longer. I might just need to stop and grab some water or something for a second. Because I don't have my water bottle in arm's reach or with water in it. I think if I hydrated a little, I would definitely be more able to... Oh, yeah. Okay, so I definitely just have the wrong... I definitely have the wrong thing. I could go towards Smorg, but I'm probably just gonna wait on this. All right, going back. So my pop tracker is broken, so I do need to update it at some point. What else can I get? You know, on that note, I am gonna go grab a water really quick. Hold on, chat. I'll be back in like 2 seconds, okay? Okay. Sorry, my apologies. I meant I'd be back in 2 minutes. That was pretty stupid of me for me to say 2 seconds. Of course I meant 2 minutes. My apologies. I have my water now. Okay. So, now we have access to... We have another thing in Glitzville, but it's only one thing, and I feel like that's not worth it. At this point, I probably just go towards Hooktail's Castle. Yeah, there's a lot of things in Hooktail's Castle that I can get right now. I can't beat Hooktail's Castle because I don't have enough castle keys. But there's a chance I could find some inside, and also I just have a lot of stuff right now. I also have a ton of Shine Sprites, so I am going to upgrade Yoshi, and yeah. Upgrade Yoshi will be very helpful. Did you ever play Mario Maker 2 on stream? No, I've barely even played Mario Maker 2. I have it, and I was really excited to get it, and then I started playing other games, and I played it like once. I definitely could play more Mario Maker 2 stuff on stream at some point, but we'll see. Hookstow is reaching his final potential. Yeah, I don't know why it said Mario Maker 2 under my stream. I fixed it now to say Thousand Year Door. That's so weird that it said Mario Maker 2. That is funny though, because that means it's assuming, like, the auto YouTube stuff just assumed that I was playing Mario Maker 2. Who knows, maybe it's better for YouTube to assume that I'm playing Mario Maker 2. Maybe that gets more people to click on the stream. This isn't Mario Maker 2? No, it's infinitely cooler. That's fair. I also have a check to go grab really quick in here. So I'll do that before opening this up. Up here. Cool. Power plus P. Pretty fair. It seems as chaotic as Mario Maker. That's fair. It is a pretty chaotic thing. Nyam. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, now we are going to have access to basically all of Hooktail's castle, which is very nice. All of Hooktail's castle, I'm going to have access to a lot of it. Does Archipelago patch any glitches? No, it does not. It just changes how things work. Could you get good at jump storage and just go do a sequence break when you're blocked on lots of stuff? So technically, yes. There is a way, like you can't get jump storage through using what's her name? Zest T for one time. So if you have Zest T and what is it? What do you have to do? You can do it if you have Zest T. And then also you have a save in, like you need Zesty, paper mode, and then also you need a save back in the west side of Roadport. And if you do that, you could use jump storage to skip. If you also had the Ultra Hammer, you could use it to like get to Chapter 7 early or something like that. Or Chapter 7 and 4. Do I have enough to kill you? No. I need to be like probably one level higher to first attack these guys, which is unfortunate. Hate to see it. I'm leaving a minute plus 1. Not 2 minutes, hello? The whole bit? See ya, Zebby. Ow. I don't want to deal with it. Let's see what we get in here. Gold bar times 3 goes crazy. I just suck at hitting those guys. Mystic Egg, baby. I've never been good at super guarding the paratroopas. The parasocial troopas. All right, so we can get a couple checks in here. We can get the one right here. Palsky, cool. We can get you, not helpful. And then we can fight Red Bones. Cool. See a purple Pikmin? By the way, am I like talking loud enough? Like, is the game overpowering my voice, or is it good? Because like we are 3 hours in, I would hope that y'all could hear me. See you, Starbelly. Volume good, volume good. Okay, perfect. Love to hear it. Gold ring, that's another check. My eyes are, or my ears are bleeding. Don't know if it has anything to do with the stream. I don't know, after what you told us on last stream, I hope I'm not doing any more, or like causing any more blood to happen with Piplup Fan. Okay, so here's the thing, unrelated to this. I really want to stream some Pokemon stuff. I really want to play Pokemon Run and Bun. I'm not like good. Hey, a station key. I'm not like good at, I already had the station key, didn't I? Oh, I need a different one. I'm not really good at Pokemon or anything. I think Run and Bun would just be really fun to do because it's always looked really fun when I see people play it. And it's a lot of puzzle solving and I really want to do that. Would y'all watch that if I just stared at a calculator for a bit? Do we have any Pokemon fans in here that'd be good at stuff? Is that all I can do, really? Wait, hold on. I think that's all it says I can do. Hello? Oh. Switch room star piece 2. Where's the second star piece in here? What star piece am I missing in here? Did I not already get both star pieces? Can I do something with Ultra Jump here? Wait. Because I feel like this room isn't... I think it might be. Hold on. Can I do something with, like, Ultra Jump here? I don't think so. That'd be crazy if you could do something with Ultra Jump here. I think this might be another bug in the tracker. I'll let Zobi know about it, but she might have already fixed it. But that means I'm done here. Where else do I go? I think I actually have access to Riverside Station now, so I might just do that. Because I have the other station key, so that's good. I don't have the elevator key yet, which means I can't do Smorg. But I can do everything besides getting Smorg activated. All right. Yeah, Run and Bun has always been like something that looks very fun to play, and I know it takes forever and takes a lot of thinking, but I think it'd be really fun to just like do a pretty chill Nuzlocke, of that, because I love the puzzle solving aspect of those things. Puzzles are like my favorite types of games, honestly. All right, let's get to whatchamacallit, the place. I really hope it actually lets me go out here. It should, right? This should take me to the place and not back to Rogueport. Good. All right, let's get all the checks here other than getting to Smorg. Smorg. I do need to go to the moon also, because I can get a lot of the moon done. It's a puzzle with RNG. It is a puzzle with RNG, but a lot of the RNG, like based on what I've seen from Small Ant's streams of it, the RNG is very low if you just find the right line. And to be fair, it seems like he has gotten pretty lucky with a lot of his encounters. Oh my gosh, Shroom, go away. It seems that he has been pretty lucky with a lot of his encounters, but he's like doing a good job of making what he has work. Like, there definitely is RNG, but I don't think it's as RNG heavy as a lot of other things. Because you can account for RNG with a lot of things. Like, you can account for crits with shell armor, or just having enough HP to deal with a crit. You can deal with status conditions by like putting a status condition on a Pokemon before you go into the fight. Run and Bun is the hardest Pokemon like fan game that's ever been made. If you hardcore Nuzlocke it, it's crazy, but very fun, very cool ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald that gives the game Gen 8 mechanics and Pokemon, like up to Gen 8 Pokemon and mechanics, and then also hold on. Champ Belt, that's nothing. And also it gives, gosh, I did not mean to do that. And also it brings Gen 8 Pokemon. So you get all the, like, up to Gen 8 Pokemon in a Gen 3 game, and it's really cool. And also the guy who made it is like a top Pokemon player, and he made every single team in the game, There are a lot of, like, he basically handcrafted every single team in the game to be like basically a viable professional team. Like, everything has some kind of gimmick that makes it incredibly hard. Absolutely can, but there are also cases of your plan being so specific that good RNG can also screw you over. It can make it a lot harder to work around that. Yeah, there are definitely cases where, like, you could get screwed over by RNG, but like there's just a lot of like planning that goes into it. It's more about, can you successfully think of a bunch of different scenarios that could happen and plan for all of them, or are you just going to trust that the game is going to work? Because from what I've seen of Small Ant streams, there have been very few fights where he did not know what was going to happen. And to be fair, some of that took literal like hours and hours of planning for one fight to successfully get through it without like losing a Pokemon. But almost every one of his fights that he's ever done has been like very safe. I think the lowest number I've heard him just commit to was a 1 in 7,000 chance to lose a Pokemon. Otherwise, he's like, I'm not risking it. Like, he will find a better line. Hey, Lucky. Yeah, you got a membership earlier. Like, basically almost every fight can be solved in that game, and it's very cool. I think it was Luck, or I don't remember if it was Lily or Hayden that gifted it to you. But yeah, you got gifted by one of them. I just know they're the two that gifted today. But yeah, Run and Bun is just a big puzzle. And most of the puzzle is not, like, it's not very RNG. There is definitely RNG in it, but most of the RNG can be played around to be dealt with in some way. Cool, not helpful. I'm patient, but not that patient. I think that's the fun of it, is like opening up the tracker and like figuring out opening up the calculator and like figuring out what your team can do. Because you can like input your team into the calculator and figure things out with that. And I think that's just such a cool thing. All right, this should be the last check in Riverside. Yep, all right. I do need to go back out though, because I need to give the gold ring or the gold earrings to what's her name? The rich toad. I don't know her name, man. what's special about this randomizer? So this randomizer is different than the old randomizer. The old randomizer just randomly like made all the doors random. It made every item just like roll a random item from the game. So like you could have like 20 gold bar times threes or something like that if you just like randomly ran into that. Or you could have like multiple of one type of key item. Like you could get 3 elevator key 2s. But this one is logic based, a lot like the Ocarina of Time randomizer or like the Wind Waker randomizers, where it has like one of each of the important items. And that's like, and like it's an open world, basically. If you have the ability to get somewhere, you can get there. Some things might require you to do things in a specific order, but most of it is based around like what you can, like what items you have, what partners you have to let you get to places. It's a very cool mod. I will make a video explaining more about it whenever I actually finish this video. Why didn't you mention the Paper Mario 64 randomizer? Because if someone, like, the Paper Mario 64 randomizer is much less well known than this randomizer, or than the Ocarina of Time randomizer and such. I don't expect people to necessarily know the PM64 randomizer, because there have been like many videos on Paper Mario, or on like Ocarina of Time, just Zelda randomizers in general. There's been like 2 or 3 big hit videos of Paper Mario randomizers. So that's just kind of the thing I default to, because most people have seen that kind of stuff. Is there anything else that's like easy for me to get? Oh, I can go to the Boggly Wood stuff in the Spike Room. Yeah, I'll do that. Never played any Zelda randomizers. I haven't either, but I've watched a lot of stuff with Zelda randomizers. Ooh. My girlfriend is really into like crochet, but one of her friends likes making bracelets and taught her some stuff about making bracelets the other day, and that was fun. Yeah, I think after I finish all these underground checks, I'm gonna go. Oh, Hobby Lobby's owned by Trump supporters, so I don't shop there. See, the problem is you can't really shop at Joann's anymore, because Joann Fabric is kind of gone. There's not really other fabric stores like Hobby Lobby, so it's kind of just like if you want to do craft stuff, a lot of times you have to go to Hobby Lobby nowadays. As far as I know, Ocarina of Time and Super Metroid were some of the first video game randomizers ever created, so they're definitely most well known. Yeah, and specifically with this type of randomizer, this one can be played like multiplayer, so you can send them to different places. And I know that with, what is it? With specifically the archipelago like this, where you send things back and forth, it is that came from like Mario 64, I believe. I learned the word randomizer from the 1,000-Year Door one in 2018. That's fair. I don't know if I learned it. I think I knew it from Pokemon first. But 1,000-Year Door was definitely one of my first experiences. Yeah, Hobby Lobby is one of the only craft stores just in general. And the fact that Joann Fabrics is going out of business means that Hobby Lobby is like the only option for a lot of people. But yeah, totally understandable. Like, I shop at Hobby Lobby a lot just because that's the only place in town that sells craft stuff other than like Walmart, and Walmart does not have as good or consistently good of stuff. Link to the Past is the randomizer though. Yeah. Ballistics guy did mention it, Faith. He just or they just abbreviated it to ALTTP. I don't know. I hope they didn't. Oh my god. And that should be it. What else am I missing here? Oh, black chest and then 1,000-Year Door shine sprite. Gotcha. Okay, once I get this shine sprite in the 1,000-Year Door room, I think I'm good for the day. Hello, I can't do that from up here. What? I do really like the fact, the cool thing about the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask randomizers, such a cool thing is the cross game randomizer, where you can like go into that one door and like transport to the other game. That's such a cool randomizer thing that they had. Sadly, it's probably not ever going to be possible to do that with whatchamacallit, like Thousand Year Door and Paper Mario 64, because they're on different like they're on different like game systems, so that just doesn't really work. It could theoretically be possible with like Super Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door, because they're both available on Dolphin. I mean, Dolphin? What? What's a Dolphin? What's your opinion on shipping? I like whenever I get things shipped to me, you know? Same day delivery. I mean, it's fine. I don't like when people ship, you know, real people. I think shipping characters is perfectly fine and a normal thing to do. Like, people have headcanons of what characters would be, like, fun to be in a relationship and stuff like that. If you're not doing that, that's kind of crazy. I don't know. I feel like everyone does that in some regard. Just, like, some ships are, like, canon and more acceptable than others. But yeah, how are you going to receive your packages without shipping, you know? I think... Wait, was that not everything? Did I miss something in the underground? Did I not get the Defend Plus in there? I didn't get the Defend Plus in there. That's okay. It's just a last stand P. Not required. It might be possible, but it sounds like it would require some serious wizardry. Oh, for sure. And it would also require there to be a Super Paper Mario, like, logic-based randomizer. Yeah, shipping real people, little weird. Like, it can be a silly bit with, like people creating the name, like, Brastro for me and Bringle. But, like, that's because it's a joke. If people are actually doing that, that is definitely, like, crossing a line. It's funny when, like, because me and Bringle did it. But if we, like, don't ship real people and everything's chill. Does that mean the Brastro fan fiction is a no-go? Keep it PG. Keep it like Disney film level, you know? Make a Brastro Disney film. But no kissing. All right. Well, with that, 330 was a good number because I think I'm done at this point. So, yeah. Hey, Bringle, what's up? But yeah, I am probably going to hop off at this point. I'm gonna go hang out with people, drink more water, go to bed. Yeah, but I'm tired. And I just want to hang out for a little bit, turn off the lights that are in my face. Yeah. But I will be on at some point. Probably not this week. We'll see. I might stream sometime at night. It just depends. I have some packing to do and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. I will continue this at some point soon. Let me... Gosh, which one is my... Is that my pause button? Oh, shoot. That's okay. Well, we got the time for the next time, so that's perfect. But yeah, I will be back to this at some point, and then we will see. But I will see y'all later. Goodbye.